Behind every great adventure, there's a story. And behind every great story, there's a storyteller. Well, meet our storytellers, the adventure guides of Adventures by Disney.
Je m'appelle André, je suis un guide d'aventure pour Adventures by Disney.
My name is James, and I'm an adventure guide for Adventures by Disney.
Hola, me llamo Mirka.
My name is Dusty.
I'm Tracy.
Daniel, and I'm an adventure guide.
Mein Name ist Janae und ich bin ein Disney Adventure Guide.
They're the friendly hosts, the charming world ambassadors, the travel specialists who will take your family into the very heart of incredible destinations spanning 6 continents.
I'm an adventure guide for our Cities of Nights and Lights adventure, as well as our Flavors of France adventure.
I do the tours in Italy. Well, I am a guide on the Quest for the West.
I host trips up in Philadelphia.
I started out in Once Upon a Fairy Tale in Germany.
Every Adventures by Disney vacation is an unforgettable, carefree journey into lands filled with wonder, enchantment, and remarkable stories.
Adventures by Disney has tours and locations on 6 different continents around the world.
There's so much that an average traveler is never going to see that our Adventures by Disney guests live.
It's just such a neat thing to be able to go to all of these different places and have so many private meals, private locations, private events that are set up for us.
And you can wave goodbye to the lines and the hassle of the luggage, everything that is frustrating about a vacation. We take care of all that for you.
Adventure guides hold the key to these incredible vacations. They can spot fun a mile away, and they have the uncanny knack of making the world's most spectacular destinations even more spectacular for everyone in your family.
My goal as an adventure guide is really to get those guests to have a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
In Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., and Williamsburg, our goal is to make history come alive.
Cities of Nights and Lights is all about sophistication, about these cosmopolitan cities, London and Paris. Flavors of France is really about immersing yourself in the country of France.
The story in Germany is really everything about it. It's called Once Upon a Fairy Tale, and it is a fairy tale from the moment that you arrive.
For a lot of my guests, it's the first time out of the country, so maybe they're a little nervous.
Not only are you going to an environment that you may not be 100% sure about getting around or anything like that, add that language barrier on top of it, you still don't have to worry about it. You're always in good hands with Adventures by Disney.
We have 2 guides for every 40 people on our tour, and that makes a huge difference. We're able to give a lot more individual attention. We're able to make sure that we get to know everybody on a one-on-one basis.
I think it's a big comfort when they come to know that at least one guide is very fluent in the language, and definitely both guides have basic knowledge, basic fluency in it, so I can certainly shop and eat with the best of them.
When they get off the plane and I'm able to say, Bienvenue en France, welcome to France, welcome to your Adventures by Disney vacation.
And we teach everyone that in the storybook that they get as well, so they learn a new word or phrase every day that's going to be very helpful for them.
Now, every adventure on our adventure gets a storybook because really, this adventure is your story. Every day is a new chapter in your story with a new beginning. It's great because we have the theme of the day, and then it goes into everything about what you're going to be doing for that day, and going into many different fun facts, Mickey's helping hands, and of course the word of the day, where you get to learn the language of the country you're in.
One of my favorite things about the Spirit of America tour is our welcome dinner.
I like to tell everyone when we first settle down, say, you know what, I've got something kind of crazy to tell you all. I know you may not have realized it even looking around, but come to find out, you're all actually related. And they all kind of laugh, and if I say, you know what, you may think I'm kidding, but by the end of this week, you will be a family.
A lot of times the junior adventurers, they almost bond immediately. Kids love bonding with other kids. They'll go talk, they're not shy. And especially when your junior adventurers bond, then parents get to bond. And once those bonds happen, usually by the time you get to day 2, day 3, it's like you've known this person your whole life.
I think one of the greatest things about Adventures by Disney is that we truly are family travel. All the different families come together and form bonds that are amazing.
Your adventure guides will help your family see the world as you never dreamed possible and do more than you ever could on your own.
Now, when you're traveling with Adventures by Disney, VIP access is the name of the game. So when we're in London, we see The Lion King. We don't just see it, we experience it from the best seats in the house, getting to go backstage, getting to see where the magic of the theater happens.
One of the really, truly exclusive things that we get to do is stay in our very own castle. Usually a lot of little girls will put on their princess dresses. Who doesn't want to be Cinderella in the castle? And they all get to be.
The Eiffel Tower is such a unique destination, and everybody knows it, everybody wants to see it, but not everybody can do it the way that we do it. What our guests do, we take a water taxi there, step off the boat, walk right up the stairs, hop right on an elevator. Before you know it, you're having lunch. You're having the déjeuner at the Eiffel Tower, à la Tour Eiffel.
One of the best activities we do is archery. So many people want to try it, but not really that many have actually had the opportunity to do so. One of the greatest stories that I have that it really reminds me of Germany was actually one of the adults. Her name was Janet, and she was kind of on the quiet side. She was very pleasant, and her family was so sweet. But when we put a bow in her hand, it was like all of a sudden she was Robin Hood. First 2 shots, bam, bam, pop, pop, 2 balloons went down. Like, wow, okay. And so the rest of the time we teased her husband, like, Bill, you better watch out.
One of the most exclusive experiences about being in the West is the ability to stay in one of our dude ranches. It's completely exclusive just for Adventures by Disney. And when it comes to fly fishing, it's a true art, and they have some of the experts at our ranch that are there to teach the guests truly the art of fly fishing.
And that's the Disney experience, being able to have these really special, one-of-a-kind events happen to you and be able to really immerse yourself in the culture while you still know that everything's going to be okay, everything's going to be taken care of, you still have a smooth, easy vacation. You've just got to show up and we're going to take care of you.
Your adventure guides will lead your family through authentic experiences that bring the world to life. You'll not only see these destinations, but smell, touch, and taste them as well.
One of the special things that we do in Italy is that we visit a farm, a working farm that's owned by a family. It's called an agriturismo, and we make pizza. It's actually a pizza that everybody makes on their own. They can put whatever they like. They put the sauce, they put the cheese, any other toppings, slide it into the oven, and then it comes out, and that's what we have for lunch.
We get to go into the hutongs, the local neighborhoods in Beijing. We're able to do Chinese knot tying, Chinese paper cutting, and one of the Junior Adventurers' favorite activities, the Chinese yo-yo.
Our junior adventurers are always excited. They want to know about the Tour de France. Where does it go? Are we going to get to see anywhere that you ride on the Tour de France? Absolutely. Not only we're going to see where you'd ride on the Tour de France, but our junior adventurers get to be their own cycling team.
Our rafting day is a really great day for us. Class 2 and 3 rapids. Sometimes you get that guest that, they'll tell you right before whitewater rafting, I can't really swim. I don't feel comfortable going on this whitewater rafting trip.
Not everyone that comes on the tours is physically able to do everything. And that's okay. We have alternatives, so we don't ever want someone to feel left out.
It's a whole lot of fun for the guests. You get wet, but the kids love it.
You guys have had a great time. Everyone's high-fiving each other and hugging and everything. We've done this together, and we have warm towels.
I absolutely love the Junior Adventurers. We have so much fun together because not only are they on the same trip as everyone else and get all of that, but they get extra stuff, so private tours of some things that are geared just towards them. We play different games and things like that.
And we have Junior Adventure Night, which is a night that all the adults can kind of relax on their own, which makes Adventures by Disney special.
Costa Rica, when we go into the rainforest, we have these great experts, naturalists, that, this is what they do. This is their life's passion, to know about the different species that are there. And you're just so involved. The naturalists and our experts just make you feel so comfortable that you just want to continue to ask more questions. And you're doing your adventures, your kids don't really realize that they're learning at the same time that they're experiencing this.
There's a young boy, about 8 years old, and I asked him, all the other junior adventurers are talking about going bike riding, they're getting excited, what's going on? And he told me he had never ridden a bike before. I said, this is a perfect opportunity. There's no better time for you to learn to ride a bike, and I want to make that happen for you. So it took a lot of work, but at the end of the day, he was riding bikes with all of his new friends. And he's always going to have that memory of the first time I rode a bike.
Throughout your journey, your Disney Adventure Guide will take on many roles. As your storyteller, as your ambassador, as your concierge, and most of all, as your friend.
I think every trip, we take a personal approach to every single one of our guests.
And you have kids all wanting to hold your hand. You have kids, walking together in groups. You have adults planning activities together.
I think every single trip I've had, actually, by the end, everyone's exchanging email addresses, promising to get together. Come visit me in Chicago. Hey, you said you're coming to New York, in a couple of months. Please come visit me.
It's amazing how families who've never met each other before create a bond together.
How we do that, we connect with everybody. That's our job. That's one of the coolest things about being an adventure guide with Adventures by Disney, is getting to share the stories of the world, connecting our guests to those stories, but connecting them with each other.
Whether it's, whitewater rafting and all having to paddle together, whether it's supporting someone as you hike up the side of a mountain, they truly become one family.
You're experiencing this amazing culture in a whole different way, and you get to have great one-of-a-kind experiences. It's not just having a good vacation, it's making lasting memories for you and your family. And
it's amazing because these people who were complete strangers at the very beginning of the adventure are now best friends. They're truly a family, and they've decided, you know what, we travel so well with these guys, we're going to do it again next year. Once you do one adventure, you'll never travel another way.